Greetings, good people. I come to you today saying something very important. It's actually number one on my spiritual ascension curriculum program. Obedience is the main way to stay in the good graces of your spiritual world around you. And it's so amazing. You got to just pay attention. I was on my way with everybody, and I happened to be the one driving, and as we were coming around the bend where we stopped to sell our merchandise and set up and vend, right before I got there, normally we speed. Right before I got there, Spirit said a few things, not just one thing. Spirit said, slow down. And what is the speed limit? And what's crazy is I know the speed limit, like I know the area. But it asked me those questions, and I looked up and I saw a 20. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I thought it was like 35 or 30. Wow, it's significantly lower than I thought it was. So I came down to a crawl, right? 20 miles per hour is very slow in a vehicle. So I just cut my speed in half immediately. No questions asked. Boom. Cut it down to half. As soon as I did that, we see a bike. And not only was the bike the highway patrol, but he had a speedometer. I think I'm using the wrong word. But he had his device out. What was crazy is before we got to him, I was going 40. But right before I seen him, and he probably seen me, I cut it down in half before I even approached him. Then I get to the end, and then I see two more. They're never in the area that we vend at. They're never out here. And I thought to myself, whoa. I said, thank you so much, Most High. Thank you so much. Ugh. And it happens all the time. So it happens all the time for all of us, and you have to be aware of this. The first step to spiritual ascension or spiritual awareness, development, growth, all those things, mastery, number one is obedience. Because if you're not obedient to the message and the energy and all of the subtle instructions, you won't arrive. You simply won't arrive. Obedience is number one. And never let your mind change that. Spirit says go left, go left. Don't ask questions. Spirit says slow down, slow down. Whatever Spirit tells you, Spirit says, do it. And do it on a dime. There's only one way to spiritual ascension. True spiritual ascension, not the fake stuff that everyone can, you can say I'm this and I'm that or whatever, you know. But we're talking about that real spiritual ascension. Number one is that obedience to the spirits, what you're asked to do, and what your body asks of you and your soul asks of you. There's only one way, and you can't half-ass it. So be very obedient to the messages around you. When they tell you to do something, do it. Just might save your life. That's actually what it's designed for, to save your life.